Hello students, welcome to our science class. Today we will solve and write the exercise from lesson number 1, living and non-living things. We have already done this lesson. Before we write the answers for the exercise, I will instruct you to be ready with your writing materials, that is pencil, sharpener, eraser, and your textbook as well as notebook. Now first open your textbook, page number 14. Page number 14, we are having revision zone. Here the question is fill in the blanks. First question, a fish have dash to breathe, and the options given are gills or lungs. Children, we know that fish live in water and breathe in dissolved oxygen, and therefore they have very special organ called gills for breathing, right? So gills is the correct option. Okay, now you can tick this answer, and also you can write it in the given blank space. Okay, now next is living things need dash to grow and live. Options are soil or food. Children, what does the living thing need to grow and live? What we are doing? We are eating food, right? So living things need food to grow and live. So mark your answer and write it in the given blank space. Next, plants make their food with the help of air, dash, and sunlight. Options given are water or insects. Now, do plants are using insects for making their food? No, they use water for making their food along with air and sunlight. So water is the correct answer. Next one is all living things can dash the changes around them. Feel or touch. Can we touch the smell? Can we touch the sound? No. We hear, we smell, and that we feel, right? So all living things can feel the changes around them. Therefore, feel is the correct answer. So your sentence will be all living things can feel the changes around them. Now come to the page number 17. Page number 17. The first question is, choose the correct answer for each of the following. The first one is fish breathe through these? And options are breathing hole, gills, stomata. Right now we have written the fill up, okay, and we have written there the answer. So what they use for their breathing? Fish use gills. Option number 2, gills for their breathing. So just mark your answer, okay, mark the answer gills. Fine. Now next is, how many sense organs do we have? And options are 4, 6, 5. Children, we have learned about the sense organs. They help us to feel the changes around us, and there are 5 sense organs we have. So this is our correct option. Next, which of these cannot reproduce? Children, when we have learned about the characteristics of living and non-living things, we have learned that living things reproduce, whereas non-living things do not reproduce. Now here the options given to us are whale, penguin, clock. Now among these 3, which one is non-living thing? It is a clock. So we will mark this answer. Okay. So your answer is clock. Next is, a cat cannot. Options are feel, jump, make food. Now children, don't a cat feel or jump? Yes, it can. So what it cannot? A cat cannot make food, because we know that only green plants make their own food with the help of air, water and sunlight. Question number 2 here is, fill in the blanks. A1, a dog breathes through its dash. Options are gills or nose. Children, dog is a land animal, and the land animals, they generally breathe through their nose, like human being, tiger, cow, etc. So correct answer is nose. Come to the next fill up. Plants breathe through tiny pores called dash. Options are stomata and roots. Children, stomata are the tiny holes present on underside of the leaves, and they help the plant to breathe. We have learned its definition as well. So correct answer is stomata. Mark your answer stomata and write it in the given blank space. Next, insects have dash to sense things around them. Options: wings or antennae. Children, wings help to fly, right? So insects have a pair of antennae on their head to sense things around them. Mark your answer. Next is birds lay dash to reproduce. Options are babies or eggs. Children, when we have learned about reproduction in living things, we have learned that birds, insects, fish, they lay eggs to reproduce. So birds lay eggs from which after few days the young ones called as chicks, they hatch out. Okay. Next question is match the following. Now children, in this particular question, you just first listen to me. Don't write anything. Okay, just listen. Now on your left hand side you can see cow, cockroach, earthworm, fish. These are the animals, right? Whereas on your right hand side you can see gills, skin, nose, air holes. What are these? These all are the breathing organs. Now here we have to match the animals with their breathing organs. Okay. Now when you were in first standard and second standard, you used to match the two columns, okay, their different objects by using the lines, right? Now from third standard we are not going to follow this, okay? Therefore I ask you, just listen to me now. Don't write anything, okay? Now here first we have cow. Cow is a land animal just like human beings, dogs, tigers, etc. So they breathe through their nose. They breathe through their nose. So let's join the cow with nose. Okay. Now next is cockroach. Cockroach is an insect. An insect breathe through the holes present on their body called as air holes. Okay, so we will join now cockroach with air holes. Okay. Next animal is earthworm. Earthworm, snail. These animals are breathe through their skin. So join earthworm with skin, the second option. Next is fish. Fish live in water and therefore they breathe through the special organ called gills. So we will join here gills and fish. Okay. Now when we match the columns in this way, it makes the mess, right? It mess up the things. You draw the lines overlap, and sometimes it is difficult to understand from which object the line is moving towards which another object from the next column. So to avoid this, from this year we will follow the different way of writing the answer for match the following. So see here. Here I have made the small boxes in between these two columns. Okay, now here I have written the answers. See, cow. Okay, now cow breathe through nose, right? And that is the third option. So I have written here 3. Okay, cockroach. Cockroach breathe through air holes, which is the option 4. Okay, fourth option. Therefore here I have written 4. Earthworm, it breathe through skin, option number 2, and therefore here the answer 2. And fish, finally, it's breathe through gills, and therefore option 1 is written over here. So in this way you can write the answers for match the following. Okay, now that's it for today. In our next class we will learn about writing the question answers in brief. Okay, have a good day, children.